GEVO sure picked the best-named CEO this year as it welcomes Dr. Paul Bloom, who is taking over following Dr. Patrick Gruber's retirement. Bloom, who joined in 2021, will lead the company into its next phase of growth, focusing on profitability and expanding its renewable fuel and carbon management business, which are blooming with excitement like a brilliant cornfield. GEVO has already delivered its first certified carbon dioxide removal credits to Biofuel North America, generating $26 million in revenue over 5 years. The deal involves carbon removal credits from GEVO's North Dakota facility, which captures and stores CO2 through bioenergy with carbon capture and storage. This facility, operational since 2022, stores up to 1 million tons of CO2 annually and is certified by Puro.Earth for long-term carbon storage. GEVO also secured an extension on its $1.46 billion loan commitment from the U.S. Department of Energy for its synthetic aviation fuel project in South Dakota, effective until April this year, helping to fuel potential modifications to incorporate enhanced oil recovery and more cost-effective production. Additionally, ongoing innovation led to the granting of U.S. patent number 12,486,207B2 for its ethanol-to-olefins (ETO) technology. The patent expands protection around catalyst combinations and formally covers the use of ETO technology to produce fuels, including renewable jet fuel. The process converts ethanol into light olefins, which can then be upgraded into transportation fuels through alcohol-to-jet (ATJ) technologies or used as renewable chemical building blocks such as biopropylene. GEVO is developing ETO technology through partnerships, working with LG Chem on renewable chemical applications and with Axens and IFP Energies Nouvelles on fuel applications. According to GEVO, the ETO pathway could deliver up to 35% lower capital and operating costs compared with existing technologies, potentially improving the economics of sustainable aviation fuel and renewable chemicals. Under current agreements, GEVO plans to pioneer deployment of ETO technology in North America, while Axens will provide licensing, engineering, and equipment services globally. Management says the patent strengthens GEVO's ability to commercialize more cost-effective pathways for converting ethanol into low-carbon fuels. On top of that, a partnership with Frontier Infrastructure Holdings is underway to launch a carbon management platform for ethanol producers, creating a North American carbon management platform, combining rail transportation, carbon sequestration, and digital tracking for ethanol producers. GEVO's North Dakota site serves as a testing ground for this platform, enabling facilities to capture and store CO2 efficiently, particularly those beyond 50 miles from pipeline infrastructure. During the Noble Capital Markets Emerging Growth Conference at the start of February, GEVO outlined plans to scale sustainable fuels using renewable biomass. The North Dakota facility was highlighted as a key earnings and growth platform, generating roughly $70 million in annualized EBITDA, with a target of $40 million through optimization and up to $110 million, including carbon sequestration. The plan is to build its first commercial alcohol-to-jet (ATJ) plant, targeting a late 2026 investment decision and pursuing a $500 million DOE-backed loan. Growth in the carbon management business, with the North Dakota site, has led to the issuance of more than 500,000 engineered carbon dioxide removal certificates, CORCs, since beginning carbon capture and storage operations in June 2022. The site is certified by Puro.Earth for 1,000-year permanence and is believed to be the largest producer of engineered carbon removal credits, as well as the only ethanol-based CCS project issuing Puro.Earth certified credits. The facility also recently received an A rating from BeZero Carbon. Earlier, GEVO also completed the sale of its subsidiary, Agri Energy, LLC, to AE Innovation, LLC, including an 18 million-gallon ethanol production facility in Luverne, Minnesota. GEVO received $2 million upfront and will receive $5 million in future installments. The sale allows GEVO to save about $3 million annually in idling costs, as the facility has been inactive since 2020. GEVO retains most of its isobutanol production assets at the site. Now, if you like learning about interesting stocks like GEVO, check out recent uploads. You'll likely find something you like which the algorithm didn't recommend. Also, please like and share this video on places like Reddit, X, Telegram, StockTwits, and your own group chats. Sharing and liking the video also helps informative videos like this come out faster to people like you who will enjoy them. And as always, for more on stocks and crypto, follow Ascencore. See you next time.